A land alive with the blessings of nature and life. A land of boundless potential and hope. Railway construction, the artery for Tanzania's economic development. Tanzania is relying on rail, road and air travel as its main modes of transport. However, the infrastructure is ill-equipped for the country's vast land area. While there are railway services in the north and central districts of the country operated by TRL and Mwatara, the inadequateness of services in the south has led to uneven regional development. What's more, the road infrastructure consists of networks centered on big cities that are not interconnected. The resulting lack of interaction has led to clustered population distribution and uneven regional development. This railway construction project will help solve the problem of uneven regional development, take pressure off the road network, and by enhancing international exchange of logistics, be the driving force of sustainable economic growth in Tanzania. Home to approximately 6.4 million people, there is huge potential in this region with its abundant agricultural, forestry and mineral resources to take on the role as Tanzania's breadbasket. Major mineral deposits in the area are as follows. Dangote Mine, cement, 232 million tons. Graphite Mine, graphite, 24.5 million tons. Mwatara Mine, coal, 350 million tons. Liganga Mine, iron ore, 30 million tons. Tankol Mine, coal, 426 million tons. Work is going to be centered on constructing the 763-kilometer main railway line connecting Mwatara with Amelia Bay via Songe, and the 235-kilometer spur line between the Liganga, Mwatara and other mines, totaling about 1,000 kilometers of railway. Smooth, large-scale conveyance of freight in those areas with the richest mineral deposits will promote sweeping industrial development across Tanzania. The southeastern region between Mwatara and Songea is largely made up of easy-to-access hilly districts, allowing for the establishment of high-speed rails operating at up to 200 kilometers an hour, over a length of about 640 kilometers, excepting Mwatara, meaning that the majority of the total planned railway line will be built like this. The southwestern Songea and Amelia Bay region, on the other hand, is characterized by a more mountainous terrain, necessitating structural adjustments. The planned railway line is designed to deal with all geographical and topographical features, minimizing its impact on the environment and keeping down construction costs. There are plans for 16 stations in total, 5 for passengers and 11 for general freight. 3 stations will be built in Mwatara, 1 for passenger trains, 1 for the transportation of containers, and another one for coal in Mwatara Harbour called Area 2. Masasi, Tunduru and Songea stations will be fit to accommodate both passenger and goods trains. In Amelia Bay, there will be stations for both passenger and container freight trains. As for the spur line, Kisiwa, graphite, Mwatara, Tankol and Liganga mines will be provided with stations specifically equipped to transport cement, graphite, coal and iron ore freight. Depots at the start and end of the railway line in Mwatara and Nchenkwa respectively will allow for the storage and formation of trains and can also be used for modifications, cleaning and inspection purposes. Rail bridge construction plans have been made to meet the demands of rail traffic, structural stability, economic feasibility and constructability. The bridges will be standardized models of PSC beam and PSC box girder. They are designed to enable easy maintenance and built sufficiently wide to allow for future additions, for example railway electrification. 39.115 km of tunnels will be added in 15 places, with tunnel cross-section plans involving a construction gauge, an evacuation passage, and space for on-site assembly, and likewise allowing for future railway electrification. At the sites of 3 tunnels that are longer than 5 kilometers, underlay shafts and intermediate excavation zones will be installed to help reduce the period of construction. In order to deal adequately with the event of a fire, long rail tunnels such as these must go through smoke diffusion and passenger evacuation simulations to optimize ventilation and disaster prevention systems. To secure train operation safety, Mwatara Railway will be equipped with state-of-the-art railway systems. ETCS Level 2, one of the world's most modern train control systems, will be adapted. It will reduce the wayside equipment needed and also optimize the system's lifecycle costs. In ETCS Level 2 systems, communications with the train will be by GSM-R, approved mobile communication network, especially adapted for railway applications. Along the track, a baileys will provide information on train's position and direction of travel. This information is transmitted by GRMR to the radio block center. The axle counters report to the interlocking system if the track section is free or occupied. Bridges and tunnels are planned to be built in 4 locations to ensure railway lines do not interfere with wildlife crossing points, for the harmonious coexistence of railway and nature. If this railway construction project goes ahead, it will not only aid the South, but bring economic benefits to and have an impact on all of Tanzania. Transportation cost savings of $29.67 billion. Road maintenance cost savings of $280 million. Savings through reduced traffic accidents of $370 million. Reduced carbon dioxide emissions and other environment-related savings of $270 million, bringing the total amount of savings to approximately $30.59 billion. Also, the transition from road to rail traffic will greatly improve road congestions, whilst also creating jobs and advancing regional development. Furthermore, improved accessibility to neighboring countries like Malawi, Zambia, and Mozambique will result in more frequent exchanges between them. The construction of this railway will bring with it tremendous economic growth and play a pivotal role in spreading balanced development all throughout Tanzania. The artery for Tanzania's prosperity. Railway construction, improving Tanzanian people's lives through dazzling economic growth and leading Tanzania into a better future.